Greetings and welcome to another DFG video. Come back down to Gippsland today. It's my favourite little spot. It's that spot I've been to a million times before, that awesome bedrock section just a bit further upstream. That's really produced for me well, but today I've decided to have a bit of an explore around the rest of the creek because I haven't really explored around here a lot. I found that one awesome section up there and it just keeps producing and producing, so I just kept going to it. So today I'm going to check out a few new spots. I've walked downstream about 50 metres so far and already just found a little section of bedrock here. So yeah, this is the little section I'm just going to look at first. It's a bit hard to tell because of all the glare and stuff, but you can see crevices in here. They're kind of running with the stream, but there is some roughness down the bottom of it, some bigger stones down there, so I reckon, and it runs back pretty far, sort of to there. You can sort of see the edge of it running up along there. So I reckon there could definitely be some gold in the bottom of that, especially if it's a bit raggedy down the bottom, if that's a word. But yeah, I'll get stuck into that first crevice. We'll have a look. Depending what it looks like, we might stick around or go somewhere else. Right on. Alright, so I haven't had a lot of success so far. I've ran two sort of half buckets through the sluice, dug from two different separate areas and pretty much got nothing, just a few small specks in the pan. Definitely not what you want from this spot. The last spot I tried was behind this large rock here, just down there. That's the bedrock there, and it just sort of drops down there. I dug down about a foot. Got a few colours on the test band, dug down about a foot and didn't really pan out. Nothing sizable, so that's two spots I've tried in this little area, sort of just up there a bit and just here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it looking for these new areas and just head straight back to that old spot of mine up, about 50 metres upstream, because that spot, pays out pretty well. Alright, so still going at it, moved back to my good spot here, attacking these crevices as I normally do, and this is the one I'm just about to have a look at. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but it goes, the water's up to about there, and yeah, I've just pulled out some sort of large rocks from that little section there. Now I've got all the loose material at the bottom, and yeah, so we're gonna get stuck into that. I reckon we might get some nice little... This will be a nice pan anyway, let's just put it that way. Alright, I'll see you in a moment when I pan this one down. Alright, so that's the material I got from that crevice. Not a lot, but this spot, that doesn't mean anything. You can always get some nice pickers in even the smallest crevice here, so I'll be interested to see if there's something here, since my first few crevices didn't really pay off until I came back to this spot. Alright, let's have a look. You get any colour? Alright, yeah, we got colour. Not a lot though. Alright, well, I'll go take a look at a different... Whoops, come back. I'll go and take a look at a different crevice. You can't win them all, so that's just not a winner. Next one, I'm sure will hold the goods. Rightio, so I've been digging out of that section behind that sort of one that's lit up there. In my last Gippsland video, this is the hole that I dug. from about there down. And so yeah, now I'm going up there. It's really deep, it's over a foot deep. Lots of loose material in there, so it's not so much crevicing anymore as it is filling up the bucket and then feed it through the sluice. So yeah, I've got about my first 15 odd litres of material from that crevice to run through. And yeah, hopefully I just get some colour, because as these crevices work, you don't get a lot off that top material, but the muddle load is always usually sitting at the bottom, so I'll get that after a few buckets maybe, because there does seem to be a fair bit of material in there. Anyway, hopefully this bucket can change my day. Alright, so yeah, ran that bucket through and didn't end up with a lot. That's the taking there. A few small bits. Nothing really spectacular. So yeah, plenty more material to get out of that yet. Haven't even suckered the stuff off the bottom. Again, that's traditionally where the better stuff comes from. So I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but it goes right down there. So I think if I clean out this entire section sort of up to here, we're going to be doing well. Rightio, so just done second bucket from that big crevice I was digging out, and that's the results. Nothing spectacular again. So it's not really working out. That crevice as well, that crevice has turned out to be so much bigger than I expected it as well. I'm not even really sure if I'm going to be able to clean it all out. I'm thinking I'm going to just change tactic, move somewhere else, try to salvage this trip, because it's not going too well thus far. Bit of a pain, but can't win them all. This spot has been really good to me in the past, so yeah, I'm probably due for a day that's not going to go too well. Well, what an interesting hour I just had. So on my way down here, it turns out I lost my camera. I've just been shooting this on my phone camera, tablet camera for the most of the day. And yeah, I just went to have a look for it. Thought I might have dropped it on the way down. Of course I did. And I found it, and of course it was in the creek. So I got it back, at least. But I don't know if it'll ever work again. So that's pretty disappointing. This day really isn't going well. This is probably the worst gold I've got here. And not to mention now the camera I'm missing as well. So yeah, this day ain't going so well. And I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be able to record, just because this thing doesn't have a lot of memory card space, so I'm probably not going to be able to record too much. So I'll keep it pretty simple from now on. I'll just show you what I get, and yeah, I'll leave it there. Bugger. Alright, so I think I'm about to call it a day now. Like I say, I haven't shot that much video because of the whole dropping the camera in the water situation. I've just had my tablet, so it's a bit of a pain to film with. So yeah, haven't done a lot. Tried a few more crevices around this section. Tried digging in that little section out there. That was pretty much from there to there, and I sort of dug it out around in there. Exposed all those crevices, but got pretty much nothing from that. Tried a couple of other crevices along this little area, but with nothing really to show for it. And then I moved down here a little bit and tried some of those crevices in that section, also without a lot of luck. So yeah, the whole day's been pretty much a bust. Oh well. Well, so I'm going to do probably one more pan, and then I'll just call it a day. Probably won't show you the gold while I'm here. I'll probably wait till I get home, because it's not very good. If I could get 0.15 of a gram even, I'll be happy with today, the way it's gone. So yeah, a bit disappointing. Whole day hasn't gone great. So No need to faff about. Alright, so I mentioned I was going to do one more pan, and we have the results from that one pan. And I gotta say, it's a pretty damn good one. Whoops. I messed it around a bit just there, but you can see, have a look at that. That's one pan's worth right there. Pretty nice. Oh no, it wasn't that good. But there's tons of colour all around. Have a look at that. So that was one pan. That was almost half of what I got for the whole rest of the day. So frustrating. You know, just when I decided to call it a day, that's the type of gold I get. It's tempting to stay, do one more. But I don't think I will. I think I'll just call it a day there. That is a good way to finish the day, so yeah, maybe I'll end up with 0.2 grams now after that pan. Oh golly. Anyways, thanks for joining me again. Yeah, I'll see you back at home. I'll probably dry it up and weigh it up just for the fun of it, since this video is not going to be very long anyway, so yeah. Thanks very much. Sorry there wasn't too much digging and stuff in this video. That's what it is when you drop your camera in the water, isn't it? Oh well. Till next time. Alright, so I'm all packed up, ready to go. Hopefully next time I come here, there'll be no water. There's like a section above that, and also just behind me in here, that I think is going to hold really good gold, but it's just under the water. Crevicing underwater is not real fun, so yeah, haven't really done too much with that. I was hoping there'd be less water today, to be honest, but this is the most water I've seen here in yonks. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day, start my traipse home. See you when I get back. Alright, so I made it home. Time to look at what I got from my day. It's probably not going to be great. My initial estimate was maybe 0.2 grams if I'm lucky. It's probably the worst day I've had there in a while. So there it is. Not great. Maybe that one there is the biggest piece. That's a flat piece, I can't really even feel that. Yeah, I don't know, a few pieces there, but nothing great. Like I say, probably my worst day there for a while. Leave it there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry about the crappy video. Couldn't really help it after dropping my camera in the water. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more adventures like this. Well, hopefully better than this. Anyways, till then, bye.